Welcome back to The Explainer. So, if you've been grinding away in the Immortal Realm, you already know the economy can feel like a giant puzzle. Honestly, with so many different currencies, ranks, and milestones to track, it is incredibly easy to get lost and wonder what you should actually be spending your time on. Well, today we're going to decode all of that complexity. We're laying out the ultimate prestige roadmap, so you know exactly what to aim for to maximize your social standing and claim the absolute best endgame loot the realm has to offer.
But before we get into the weeds, let's ask the real question here. Where do the actual prestige items live? You know, the stuff that makes other players stop and stare. Because in the Immortal Realm, true prestige isn't just handed to you for leveling up. No way. The real endgame loot lives at the very end of specific collection arcs, deep within Civic Order ranks, and locked behind the highest achievement tiers.
So here is our game plan for this explainer. First, decoding rewards. Second, titles versus achievements. Third, specialty currencies. Fourth, climbing civic orders. And finally, avoiding common mistakes.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, Decoding Rewards. We're mapping the grind to the glory.
It's fascinating how clearly the gameplay systems connect directly to the payouts. It's basically a straight line. For example, if you're out there tracking down King Whiskers, you're earning bells. And those bells? They're your direct ticket to finally scoring that coveted Cat Whisperer title. Or say you're sweating over the Beast Collection. That earns you Marks of Trust, which eventually secures the Beastbinder title. And if fishing is your jam, you're earning River Marks for the Riverkeeper title. It's a completely one-to-one relationship between how you play and what you earn.
Moving right along to Section 2, Titles versus Achievements, Public Display versus Private Records.
Okay, this is where a lot of folks get tripped up, so let's clear it up. Achievements. Think of those as your private diary. They record it on your character profile, mostly just visible to you, and they pay out one-time time tokens. Titles, on the other hand, are your public identity. These are granted by hitting major accomplishments across 7 different Register of Honors categories, like Collection, Combat, or Royal. Titles are broadcast to every single player you walk past, and remember, you can only display one active title at a time, so you've got to choose wisely.
The way those time token payouts scale up across the private achievement tiers is actually pretty wild. You can really see how the effort pays off. A starter achievement like Apprentice tosses you a modest 5 to 10 tokens. Cute, right? But as you grind up to a high-tier achievement like Loyal Citizen, which, by the way, takes a massive 1,000 hours of playtime, it pays out 50 tokens. And for the ultimate dedication, those long arc tiers, like catching 60 frogs for the Slippery Fingers achievement, that pays out over 100 tokens in one go. Up next, Section 3, Specialty Currencies. It's time to map the vendors.
Mapping out your vendors is absolutely crucial because it proves a hard rule of the Immortal Realm. You cannot just walk up to Roswyn Greencoat and try to hand her river marks. It just doesn't work. You've got to match the currency to its specific ecosystem. Bells go exclusively to that elusive wandering NPC, King Whiskers. Herbarium script goes straight to the curator at the Living Herbarium. This is a highly specialized economy, and you need to know exactly who takes what.
Now, I absolutely love this little detail. 20. Just 20. That is the exact number of bells you'll need to accumulate to purchase either the highly sought-after Void Cat follower skin or the Cat Whisperer title deed from King Whiskers. It sounds like such a tiny number, but anyone who has actually chased this knows getting 20 bells represents some serious, exhausting dedication. But wait, there is way more to King Whisker's stash than just that title. Let's say you've got 3 bells. You can grab a Royal Cat plushie decoration. 10 bells will get you the Cat Whistle or that awesome Ghost Cat skin. 15 bells unlocks the Fire Cat skin. And here is a real game changer. If you are a true completionist, finishing the full catalog automatically unlocks the Golden Court and First Court cats. You literally get them for free just for finishing the whole collection.
Hey, it's not all about the cats, though. Every single collection system out there has its own massive endgame sink, completely designed to flex your dedication. Maybe you're after a Koi Pond deed from your fishing runs or the Beastmaster's cloak from your beast collections. From the Cultivar Keeper title at the Herbarium to the set-specific rewards and lost recoveries, these are the heavy-hitter items that truly turn heads when you walk into a room.
All right, Section 4, Climbing Civic Orders. Let's unlock some rank-gated regalia.
Over in the Civic Orders, prestige isn't something you can just buy with currency, it is entirely earned through promotions. Let's use the College of Churgeons as an example. You start at the very bottom as an orderly, but as you put in the work and reach attendant, you unlock the basic robes. Hit practitioner, and you're rocking mid-tier regalia. Finally, making it to Churgeon unlocks the senior college robes. This visual progression is undeniable, public proof of your loyalty to the institution.
And that rule is the whole shebang across the board. Every single Civic Order has completely exclusive gear that you cannot get anywhere else, period. In the Velvet Hand, climbing to the mid-tier Whisper or the senior Open Hand rank grants unique cosmetics. Over in the High Ledger, grinding from Recorder up to High Registrar unlocks their top-tier regalia. You literally have to put your time into the order to wear their colors.
Finally, Section 5, Avoiding Common Mistakes. Let's make sure you maximize that hard-earned prestige.
Okay, let's do a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest traps to avoid. First up, stop hoarding your currency forever. Most shops have items worth grabbing, so spend in tranches. The absolute biggest pitfall, though? Trying to exchange currencies. Let me be perfectly clear. No exchange exists. You cannot trade river marks for bells, ever. Also, don't sleep on your exclusive order rank rewards. And please, whatever you do, don't burn yourself out trying to pursue every single reward equally.
I really want to hammer this point home from the source material. Never, ever treat cosmetic rewards as worthless. Look, in a lot of games, if an item doesn't boost your stats, it goes straight to the trash. But in the Immortal Realm, your visual regalia and your active title are the ultimate indicators of your social standing. It is literally how the social layer of the game recognizes who you are and respects what you've accomplished.
Pick the rewards aligned with your play, ignore the rest. This right here, this is your survival guide. Do not try to be the master of the herbarium, the ultimate angler, and the highest-ranking Cerugian all at once. You are going to burn out so fast. Instead, pick the specific path that actually fits your character's story, grind for those specific rewards, and happily ignore the rest of the noise.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I've got to ask you, when you walk into a crowded hub, which title will your character be known by? Are you going to be the River Keeper, the Beast Binder, the Hunter? Or maybe you're going all in for the Cat Whisperer. The roadmap is laid out right in front of you. Pick your path, match your currency to your vendor, and jump back into the Immortal Realm to claim your glory. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today.